Being the most popular and recognised virtual band in the world for about 2 decades now, Gorillaz have released a lot of merchandise over the years, from t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, and even lithographic posters recently. Today, however, we'll be looking at some of the merchandise they've released in collaboration with other companies. Welcome to my look back at some of the Gorillaz brand collaborations throughout the years. When somebody mentions Gorillaz figurines, most people likely think of the fantastic looking Kid Robot or Superplastic figures, which we will go over later in this video. However, what if I told you there was a planned Gorillaz figure line that predated both of these? That's right, in 2002, Art Asylum, a division of Diamond Select Toys, were originally in talks to produce a line of Gorillaz figurines. There are even pictures of these from the 2002 Toy Fair online. In the end, these figures were cancelled for unknown reasons. However, one company seems to have used these figures as a basis for their own. In 2005, the company Kid Robot, known nowadays for their high-quality blind box toys, released figures that look incredibly similar to the Art Asylum toys, but with different colour schemes and patterns on the characters' clothing. For Phase 1 of Gorillaz, they released 2 versions of the characters, a black set and a red set. They also released a Dare version of Noodle in 2005, which is odd because this is Noodle's Phase 1 design, not her Phase 2 design that is used in Dare. A year later, in 2006, Kid Robot released 3 more sets, this time featuring the characters in their Phase 2 designs. These sets include a CMYK set, a white set, and a 2-tone set. These Phase 2 figures were smaller than the ones from Phase 1, with the Phase 1 figures ranging from 7 to 13 inches and the Phase 2 figures ranging from 6 to 8 inches. For over 10 years, these were the only Gorillaz figures ever released, and many people assumed we were never going to see any more. That was until one fateful day in November 2019, where it was announced that Superplastic, a company created by the original founder of Kid Robot, were creating a brand new 2D figurine, based on his design shown in the music video for Trans. This figure is a similar size to the original Phase 1 2D, however this one has LED lights in 2D's eyes to make them glow, just like in the music video. Being only a few months old, you can still buy this figure right now, and because this figure is quite new, it's quite possible that more figures of the rest of the band could come from Superplastic in the future. We'll just have to wait and see. In 2011, to coincide with the band's 10th anniversary and the release of the singles collection, Gorillaz partnered up with Converse to release the Chuck Taylor All-Stars Gorillaz collection of sneakers. The first set of these included a camo design, a design featuring Pazuzu, and 2 pairs with a bunch of Gorillaz concept art on. A second set was released a year later, featuring a design based on the Rock the House music video, one with Bonesy on, and 3 pairs that had designs featuring the band members, all 3 of which I just so happen to own. To promote the release of the shoes, the music video Do Ya Thing featuring Andre 3000 and James Murphy was created. Annoyingly, this song is currently owned by Converse, so it's not on any music streaming services like Spotify or Apple Music. This next product that I'm going to be discussing released about 6 years after the Converse collaboration, due to Gorillaz falling out and then being seemingly gone for ages. Obviously we know now that this dark era of no Gorillaz content only lasted until 2017, when the band released their most controversial album amongst the fandom, Humans. To promote this new album and their 2017 festival, Demon Days, Gorillaz teamed up with Red Bull to release limited edition Gorillaz Red Bull cans in stores across the United Kingdom. From what I can tell, these were pretty easy to find at the time, with many people posting pictures of themselves finding the cans onto the r/Gorillaz subreddit. A year later, in 2018, just after the release of the Now Now, watch manufacturer Casio partnered up with Gorillaz to release a line of Gorillaz themed G-Shock watches, with there being one made for each of the band members. I just so happened to be lucky enough to own the Noodle watch myself. It was the only one they had left in stock when I visited the G-Shock store in London. However, Noodle is my second favourite band member after 2D, so I wasn't too fussed. To promote the watches, a series of animated shorts were released on YouTube showing the band travelling into space to give out G-Shock watches to aliens. It's quite strange. Later that year, another 2 Gorillaz G-Shock watches were released, this time based on the Now Now and another one based on the Jeep from the 192000 music video. Around the time that these were released, I just so happened to be in London to visit the Pokemon Center pop-up store that was located there at the time. So I decided to stop by the G-Shock store where they had them both in stock. I didn't think twice before buying the 192000 themed watch. It even came with this nice bag. The final collaboration we're going to be talking about today is the Levi's x Gorillaz range of clothing. This collaboration consisted of Gorillaz themed machines being set up in Levi's print bars across Europe and later Mexico. On these machines you could design your own Gorillaz t-shirts, hoodies and even denim jackets. The print bars even gave out free Gorillaz patches to customers. And remember how I mentioned before that I got my Noodle watch from G-Shock London? Well, the whole reason I was in London that day was actually to go to the Levi's print bar. Here is a picture of me and the boys. And while I was there, I obviously took the time to design my own shirt and hoodie. Here's a look at those. I hope you enjoyed this look back on some of Gorillaz' many merchandise collaborations. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content similar to this in the future, and comment below letting me know which of these collaborations was your favourite. Thanks guys, see ya.